Hey, I'm Mike. This is Chris and Greg. We're the creators of Crossnet, the world's first four-square volleyball game.
I didn't know it would be this big, but here we are.
We watched ESPN reruns. I said, let's do the next beach game. And then Mike said four-square volleyball, and the rest was history.
We found two badminton nets, rigged them together, cut the centers out, and we invited all our friends over. It was so much fun. Like, we were playing for hours straight.
The first time we ever set it up, actually, there was a line of 20 people ready to play, asking what it was, and we didn't know what it was yet.
So we started in May 2017 is when we came up with the idea, and by about January we had a good prototype, and by in the middle of 2018, June, we really started having inventory and selling it. But it took a full year to get a final that we were proud of. So we pulled together all our savings, liquidated all our IRAs, invested everything into Crossnet. We got 100 units, and then we slowly put more money in and got 200.
What essentially happened was we emailed the buyer at Shields Sporting Goods, and the buyer, for whatever reason, wrote us back, I'll take 16 of them. And they didn't sell for like 6 months. And then he randomly emails me saying, hey guys, they all sold out overnight. I don't know what happened. And he's like, can we place an order nationwide for all of our stores? And we're like, of course. And that was the time when like Crossnet just kind of like became a viral sensation.
Here's how you set up your Crossnet game. Step 1, lay out all the items. Once you have all items laid out on the ground, you start assembling the steel tubes. Slide the sleeve of the net over the steel tube, and you repeat this 4 times for each side. Once you have the net on the steel tubes, the next step is to attach the tension string to the eyelid bolt and put the ground pegs into the ground about 45 degrees apart. Once you have a traditional volleyball net, you repeat 2 more times on each side to create the crossnet. Once you have the outside boundary laid, inflate your volleyball and have some fun.
Crossnet's played with 4 players or more. You always serve from the 4 square to the 2nd square. The 2nd square can then play the ball anywhere, to the 1st square, 2nd square, 3rd square, 4th square. A player is eliminated by mishitting the ball or ball landing in their square. If a player is eliminated, they have to go back to the 1st square or the back of the line, depending on how many people are playing. So if you're remaining in the squares, you rotate clockwise. The whole objective is to get to the 4th square. The only place you can actually score points is in the 4th square. The objective is to get to the 4th square and score 11 points, but you must win by 2. Who will be the king of the court? From the time we started in 2017, we ended up paying each other out our first time ever, probably Q2 2019.
It took about almost 2 years to get a paycheck from this. And we would just see money coming into our bank account, but we knew if we took $1 from that, that meant a customer wasn't getting a net. So we just had to constantly reinvest until we had some capital to kind of reward ourselves a little bit for all this hard work.
Currently our warehouse is in Willimantic, Connecticut, small town, and now we're going to Escondido, California. Going from 2,000 square feet to 7,000 square feet, which is just going to bring in more employees. I think we've only touched 1% of what we could get to.
We just created a new product. It's a 4-way volleyball net that floats in the water. It's the same game, but it allows you to play in the pool, which is a lot more fun. You can dive in the water. A staple for a backyard if you have a pool.
Then we just released the doubles version, which is twice as long. Everybody's been asking, hey, we need more space to run around. We want to have a team element to it. So we created the longer doubles net, which just released.
Marketing for Crossnet, we continue to branch out and try to drive traffic from Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. And that's how we really started getting our first sales to trickle in. And then Chris was able to go into the sales aspect and get us into those retail shops from our traction from online.
We had an Olympic volleyball player create the most crazy rally video.
We woke up the next morning, had like 2 million views on it, and that was our first viral video. And we still use the video for ads to this day. It's amazing.
Entrepreneurship's not sexy. It takes time, it takes a lot of hard work, and it's finally starting to pay off. We want a global sport. I mean, the people from all over are always asking, hey, can I get a Crossnet? Can I get a Crossnet? But the game weighs close to 20 pounds, so shipping internationally, it's really expensive right now. So we're opening up Amazon UK, Amazon Australia, Amazon Canada.
Stick with it. Don't ever give up on your dream. It doesn't matter if it takes 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. It will be successful if you believe in it.